Church. This Sunday, we're going to be returning to our study of the book of Hebrews. I'm excited about that as we come to Hebrews chapter 9, and particularly as we look at the first 14 verses. Now, I want you to note something as you go and read that section of Hebrews. You're going to ask yourself this question. So what in the world does this have to do with me? I mean, as I read those verses, it talks about all kind of things that are just kind of foreign to me. I mean, there's a talk about a tabernacle and a table and an altar, and what's this thing about sprinkling the blood of heifers and ashes on things? That doesn't make any sense to me in my world in which I live. I mean, I live in a world where it's all social media. I text, I email, I do Instagram, I do all those things. I can't remember the last time I ever thought about an ark or a covenant or any of those kind of things. Probably the last time I thought about those was when I was watching an Indiana Jones movie. But there is something you're going to discover, though that language seems odd and strange to you and me in this day and time. There is something in that passage that's common to them and common to us. As you read in that passage, you're going to see over and over again a mention about the conscience, and particularly a defiled conscience, a guilty conscience. You know, that conscience is that thing in us that bothers us and bugs us about stuff. It's the thing that causes us to feel guilty and ashamed and like we have just failed. And yet the Old Testament saints, with all of the tabernacle and all that they did to go and offer sacrifices, could never ever get rid of that guilty, nagging conscience. But this passage in Hebrews 9 is going to show us how the blood of Christ cleanses our conscience, frees our conscience, takes away that guilt and that shame and that sense of failure so that we might go on and live and serve the living God. How does that happen? How does that work? Well, that's what we're going to be learning this Sunday as we come to Hebrews chapter 9. So to get ready for the worship service, let me encourage you to do a couple of things. Get your Bible and read the first 14 verses of Hebrews 9. And then as you do that, go back to the worship note page and look at the questions I've written down for you. Those questions are going to help you think through those verses and best prepare you for worship this Sunday. If you'll do that, I guarantee you Hebrews 9 is going to come alive for you on Sunday. So get your Bible, read the questions, think through some of the things about these verses, and get ready to come and gather with the people of God on Sunday and worship our risen Lord, and just to remember again just what an amazing thing the blood of Christ has done to cleanse and free us in our conscience.